1900 years ago, the great city of Alexandria.
Palace. Ancient secrets of preserving dead were practiced.
The Ptolemaic rulers of Egypt continued traditions thousands.
Young noblewoman Nefertari would witness sacred.
Her journey would take her deep into chambers.
The House of Beauty awaited, attended to every need of the noble household. Order defined every interaction in Ptolemaic Egypt.
Even in times of mourning, daily rituals continued.
Footwear crafted from papyrus and leather served both practical.
Ceremonial attire would be required for what Nefertari.
Servant Meritaten brought pure white linen for the sacred occasion. Transportation awaited to carry Nefertari to the sacred embalming.
Chief embalmer Chaim Weset, priest of Anubis, a house of beauty, where the dead were prepared for eternal life.
The sacred work begins today.
The sacred space smelled of myrrh, frankincense, and
Chaim Weset had performed this sacred duty for 30 years. What Nefertari would witness would change her understanding of life. And Anubis, god of mummification, watched over all who entered.
Before entering the embalming chamber, sacred prayers were.
The sacred chamber of transformation. In the center lay the deceased nobleman. 3 assistant embalmers stood ready to perform the
4 canopic jars awaited each, guarded by a son of Horus.
Nefert the sacred space, her heart filled.
The nobleman Senefer passed from this world 3 days ago.
The body of Senefer had been washed and purified in preparation. Sacred tools forged from bronze and obsidian.
First, the brain must be removed through the nose.
The brain was considered unimportant.
With practiced skill, the hook was inserted through the ethmoid bone.
Nefertari watched as the ancient ritual.
The hook broke apart brain tissue.
The liquefied brain drained.
Unlike the organs, the brain was not preserved.
But each tool was cleaned immediately with sacred linen, poured into the skull cavity to purify and seal. Egyptians believed wisdom resided in the heart, not the brain. Now the vital organs must be removed through an incision on the left. Nefertari steeled herself to witness. The assistants moved into position, each knowing their role precisely.
Imseti, with his human head, would guard the liver for eternity.
Nefertari understood now the profound care given to the dead.
Happy the baboon-headed god would protect the lungs.
Duamutef the jackal would guard the stomach through eternity.
Rebersenuev the falcon would protect the intestines.
The heart remains, for it is the seat of wisdom, and will be weighed by Osiris.
The heart alone can speak for the deceased before the gods.
If the heart weighed more than the feather, and the soul would be devoured.
The wooden press extracted water from linen used in the sacred wrapping. Ancient engineering served the sacred purpose of preservation. Physical strength combined with sacred knowledge in this ancient craft. Natron salt from the sacred Wadi Natron would draw all moisture from the body.
Natron, a mixture of sodium carbonate and bicarbonate, was sacred to preservation.
The body cavity was packed with natron from within.
And Volida. The entire body was then covered in natron to draw out all remaining moisture.
For 40 days, the body would rest in natron, drying completely.
40 days the body rests, then 30 more for wrapping and ritual.
Day after day, the salt worked its ancient magic, drawing life's water from the flesh. After 40 days, the natron was carefully removed, revealing the preserved form.
The preservation is complete, and now the body must be restored to lifelike form.
Linen and sawdust would restore natural shape to the desiccated body.
Sacred oils of cedar and myrrh were applied to protect and perfume the body.
Each oil served specific purpose in the preservation ritual.
The sacred fragrances transported Nefertari into deeper understanding.
Now began the wrapping that would take many days and hundreds of meters of linen.
Only the finest linen from the Nile Delta was used for noble burials.
And each finger and each toe was wrapped individually with precision.
Resin was applied between layers, sealing the wrapping for eternity.
Layer upon layer was applied, each section wrapped, resin applied, then wrapped again.
Scarab Eye of Horus Heart Scarab. Each amulet held specific protective magic.
This amulet speaks of resurrection. As the sun rises each day, so shall the deceased.
The head was wrapped with special care, preserving the recognizable features.
The face through which the Ka would recognize its body was preserved with care.
The transformation was complete, and the nobleman was now prepared for eternity.
Nefertari offered silent prayer for the nobleman's journey through the underworld.
The funerary mask would restore the face of the deceased in idealized, eternal form. Through this golden face, the Ka would forever recognize its earthly home.
The mask was placed with reverence, connecting the deceased to eternal beauty.
Nefertari saw not death, but transformation before her.
The sarcophagus, crafted over many months, was brought to receive the preserved body. The outer coffin bore spells of protection and images of the gods. With coordinated effort, the mummy was lifted for placement in the coffin. The preserved body found its eternal resting place within the painted coffin.
The canopic jars, each containing precious organs, would accompany the deceased.
The body is preserved, the soul is protected. Now the journey to Osiris begins.
The coffin was sealed, the sacred transformation complete after 70 days.
O Osiris, receive this man, Senefer. May his heart be found true. May his name...
Nefertari wept not from sorrow, but from profound understanding of life's sacred cycle.
The work of 70 days was complete, a man prepared for eternity. As the sun set on the House of Beauty, Another soul was prepared for the afterlife.
May you carry this wisdom always, noble Nefertari.
I understand now that death is not an ending, but a sacred beginning.
For 3,000 years, the ancient Egyptians preserved their dead with sacred care. Their bodies prepared for a journey they believed would last forever. Faith, skill, and devotion combined in this most sacred of ancient arts.
In the House of Beauty, the boundary between life and death was transformed.